Hi everybody, my name is Rachel Beckles and I'm a self-published author. So today we're going to be talking about self-publishing and I'm going to give you 5 tips to be a self-publishing expert. So I use the term b.o.s.s because it's an acronym that's easy for me to remember, and it stands for branding, organisation, social media, self-care, and I've got an extra S for self-employment. So branding is thinking about your colours, you're increasing your credibility, and it's showcasing you and your work. It could be expanding into things like audiobooks and activity books, but inevitably it's you are your product. Organisation, so please do not be like me when I first started and have 52 documents that are all called untitled. Label your documents properly, that helps you to actually be able to find things when you need them again. And please don't use notebooks. I had a devastating experience on a week ago when I lost a notebook. I found it, but it was just tragedy at the time. So don't lose notebooks. Don't use notebooks if you can avoid it. And if you need to, take a picture of your notebooks so you haven't lost the details. One water spill or one hair grease or something can just damage a notebook. So we love notebooks because we love pen and paper, but we don't always love notebooks. We need laptops and clouds. Save in the cloud. So the next one is social media. Social media. That's always been stuck in my head ever since I taught my course. Social media, I would suggest picking 2 and running with them. Pick your favorite 2, the ones that you like, but make sure 2 things. 1, you're actually using it properly and using it to engage with your audience. You're being social. And 2, you're not doing busy work, so you are not accidentally looking at cats or things on TikTok that are just wasting your time. Make sure you're using social media to your best ability. And if it's wasting your time, turn it off. Self-employment is taking care of yourself so that you are earning a proper income as a self-employed person. Make sure you're doing your taxes, because although Amazon are not great at paying theirs, they are great at chasing you and pointing you to HMRC to make sure you're paying yours. So pay your taxes. You can get some help. There's great help on YouTube. I am not the help, but you can get some great help on YouTube. And you can hire an accountant too. Are you putting any money aside? Or are you using a pension scheme of some kind to save for those rainy days and when we're a little bit older? As soon as possible, make sure that you can do that, because that's another way of paying yourself first. Your future self will thank you for it. So I am in a mastermind with 4 other members, and we all have our own business. They're not the same business, which is actually quite helpful, but we all have the same goal. We all sell products. So we meet once a week. And we create objectives for each other, and we think of questions that can help each other. And we set goals on a Monday, and then on a Sunday we have to review our goals and see how we got on for the week. It's just great to have an accountability buddy. But if you can hire a coach or a mentor or somebody who's a few steps ahead of you to show you the right path. Oh, and if you can't hire one, make some imaginary best friends, because I have a lot of imaginary best friends on YouTube. And they are leaps and bounds ahead of me in terms of what they're doing, but that's really helpful for me in terms of I know where my success is, because success leaves clues. Self-care. Please look after yourself. You are your manager, you are your HR, so there is no one else looking out for you. Are you taking regular rest days? Are you structuring your routine so that you have time when you work and time when you're off? Are you testing your eyes? Because we're all on laptops and PCs and phones. Make sure you're testing your eyes. Just very, very simple things. As an author, many of authors have back strain and back problems because we decide to get in a laptop and hunch over the laptop. So make sure you're always got a good posture. You can get one of those yoga balls so you can sit in nicely. You can get a standing desk, or do what I do and work at your kitchen table, stand it up and pretend it's a standing desk. But yeah, for me, self-care, I've learned to plan out my month. And planning out my month means that on my good days, when I've got extra energy or a little bit of extra time, I can go through my list of to-dos and tick them off. I tend to create tasks that are 20 minutes to an hour at the max, because I've got young children, so that's about the longest I have before I have to stop or I have to fall asleep or something has to change. But that having my whole plan for the month really lets me, like I said, on my good days, go hard. On my bad days, I take a day off, and then, I don't know why I clap there. On my bad days, take a day off. But I know what I've got to do when I come back. Because when I don't know what I'm coming back to, I end up taking longer time off because I don't know what I'm doing. I come back and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Okay. And that's it. Those are the 5 tips that I have to be a book boss. So if you like this, please like the video and subscribe, and I will see you soon. And action. Wait, what? What am I supposed to do? I don't know. Okay. Okay, action. Okay, so I don't remember what the first one is already. Okay.